You know, I find it fascinating that everyone is so focused on how AI is going to automate things and remove us from the tasks that we do today. And you know what? All those people's thinking completely wrong. What we're really moving to with AI is adding really a second brain to the room. So what do I mean by that? It's been very much the focus of what I've been discussing this week in my various posts. We're really talking about the fact that we can now do two things, and we can illustrate this with the Formula One world. My son's a very big Formula One person, and the season's just finished. Next season in Formula One, they're going to replace the engines, they're going to replace the cars. There's a new set of rules coming out. What those drivers are going to be doing in the next few months before the season starts again in March is doing simulations. They're going to be in situations where they can actually simulate driving those cars. So they'll be on machines sitting there practicing for what they're about to be doing. That analogy is really close to what I'm talking about when it comes to world models, and I've discussed quite a bit about World Labs and others that are in that place. So simulation is really preparing for what could come. The other piece to that, and again, let's use the Formula One as an example. The other piece of that is where if you're actually live driving that car, can you actually make those instantaneous decisions leveraging AI as you're driving around the track? That's the other part of the world of AI that we're moving towards, and that's reasoning engines. That's where we have to make quick decisions. And in a Formula One case, when you're driving down a track, if you change your line, or you make a quick decision, can AI help you make that decision? Yes, is the answer. And that's where organizations, companies like Versus AI are using active inference to do that work. So there's really two worlds that we're entering. The first is a simulation world where we can run what-if scenarios. And the second one is reasoning engines and asking that question, what next? So what I would say is, after this week's sort of summary of this week, is people are still focused on actionable insight. People are still focused on dashboards and maps, which are really a historical view of what's happened. Where we need to start moving to is this world of decision architecture and decision intelligence, which involves reasoning and world models for simulation, and also involves these reasoning engines which help us make fast decisions. So that the key to tomorrow with AI, and what I discuss in my work and focus on in my work, is adding a second brain to the room, augmented decision making. Thanks for watching.